Hey there. Okay, it's Monday. It's the 12:34 version. Yeah, we got back from, we went up to Titusville to see two launches, both of which were canceled. Oh boy, we don't have luck with launches. We tried this 35 years ago and that one got canceled. Anyway, so we got a chance to look around Titusville. We have a friend of ours that owns a few houses up there, right on the Indian River, directly across from Launch Pad 39A. As you may know, SpaceX, one of Elon Musk's companies, has entered into, I believe, long-term leases on Launch Pad 39A and Pad 37, I believe. They have a few of these pads over there in the Kennedy Space Center, and SpaceX is developing its Mars launch pad for their space. What do they call it? It's not Spaceship Mars, but it is a huge version, of what he's presently using with the 9 Merlin engines. And now it's going to be 33 Raptor engines, delivering like 10 million pounds of thrust or more for the, with the calipers where they recatches it midair. They think of these things, you'll never know. So the booster is huge. The spaceship, they call it the ship, has blown up 3 times. They've had 9 launches, and then the booster, which was being pressure tested for the 10th test launch, exploded on its base in Boca Chica, Texas, and created a seismographic event. Speaking of seismic geo events, unless you just came in from the planet Saturn, the U.S. this weekend, a couple of days ago, I guess Saturday night, sent 7 B-2 bombers over to Iran because we needed to neutralize their uranium refining capacity. So this guy right here, that is the most amazing looking. Now it's looking straight up at it. Now in the middle of the night, you wouldn't see it, number one, because it has no visible reflective surfaces. These are stealth planes. It doesn't fly over by itself. It has an escort. But 7 of these, each loaded with 2 30,000-pound bombs for a total of 60,000 pounds. Can you imagine? Yeah, wow. So that's like 12 cars. You know, that's a heavy load. Anyway, as a matter of fact, the load is so heavy that they can't fill it up all the way with jet fuel because then it would be overweight. So they fill it up to some percentage, so it's undisclosed. It's top secret. Maybe. So they refuel it in the air with a tanker plane. Here's what it looks like if you were standing in front of the B-2 bombers. B-2. Now, I forget which manufacturer, but I think we have under contract 20-something, 25 or 25, 30, 40 B-21s instead of B-2. It's B-21. B-2 with a 1 after it, which is a more highly refined version of the B-2. I think we have 19 or 20 of these. We sent over 7, did a round trip. I think it's 18 hours over and 12 hours back. That kind of a round trip. So it's like a 40-hour, a number of refuelings, mid-air, in air, to get back. Of course, when each of them are flying back, so just imagine you've got 7 of these flying over, loaded with 240,000 pounds or 400,000 pounds of bombs, dropping it on 3 uranium refining locations inside of mountains. When one of these things, so one bomb goes in, creates a huge crater, from 200 feet to the surface. And then the second bomb flies right in the middle of the hole of the first one and goes in another 150 feet and then explodes with a huge charge, subterranean, which measures 9.8 on the Richter scale. I mean, you talk about shaking up the mountain, shaking up the sand. I've seen a couple of the after-action report images, and it looks like if you had a soup bowl full of, sand, let's say sea sand, and you drew, some designs in it with your finger, and then you picked up the bowl and you shook it a little bit. There are no little designs left. Yeah, that's what a couple of those sites looked like. Yeah. Here's an illegal alien who's doing his news reporting with the famous iPhone 15 or 16 Pro and an older iPhone. Looks like he's holding 2 of them up in some kind of a clamping thing. And he's doing his news broadcasting, right into, it looks like he's got a little, so I guess that microphone is feeding into the iPhone. Yeah. Forget the Ray-Bans that have the built-in camera and on-screen in-eye display kind of a thing. The $499 version of Meta. The Meta Oakley smart glasses are better in almost every way. I have not read the report. But I intend to read the report to see what's going on here. I mean, other than the fact that these things are ugly. Now, in black, it may be less ugly, because that way you wouldn't see this peeping eye camera that's on either side of your, what do you call it? But it has sound that goes in around the ear thingy, so you can hear. Apparently, the audio is really good, and so I'm gonna take a look at those. Another fast piece of news: Apple Intelligence. Here's a easy way to figure out how to use AI with your iPads and your iPhones. The Lost Art of Flying Without GPS. I don't recommend it. Yeah. Here's the pilot's guide to, locations. Yeah, I remember those days. Oh my God. How slow that is. Thank God the air traffic controllers don't have to deal with that. No, it's all automated. Assuming they have electricity. All right. Number one son has a scooter problem. Yeah, so I sent them, Marilyn and Brennan. So the high boy, if for some reason or other the cost to repair his existing scooter is off the chart, we can get him another one of these for $450. This would be his third one. But they last about 1,200 miles. That's a lot of going back and forth when you only live a mile and a half away from his workplace. But it gives him a transportation. I'd recommend, since we're on dead scooter number 2, is that he tries one of these things. Look at this Chroma 800 watt foldable electric. It's got a 20-inch wheel instead of 16-inch. You can sit down after a hard day's work instead of stand. You got a little bike instead of a scooter. You see where the one up top says $289 in stock? You can get it in a week. You know why? Because they're going to charge you $150 to ship it from China. So $300, that gets you to $450. Well, then you might as well be right here with $450. It's not exactly the same unit. Same motor. This has a non-removable battery. It's underneath this little platform right there with a cat sitting. But I was you go. Let's go to Amazon directly. So I want to click on this. Watch this. And then you go to the reviews. Let's see if we can see a review somewhere. Oh, look at this. This is an off-road. Let's see how this looks. This is an on-road. Let's see how this person is doing. If we can do a little video. There you go. Nice little bike thing. It's got brakes. It's I don't know what. If you're on, if they had such a thing when I was on campus, I'd have one of those for sure. It's got shock absorbers. Yeah. It's got an 800-watt motor. There you go. Chroma. Interesting. 300-pound payload capacity. Got telescopic front. Trips. Voltmeter. Speedometer. Yeah, it's got a spring-loaded front wheel. And can't tell what kind of... I guess you got a little springy in the seat. Let's see what this little audio video looks like. Yeah, have a basket in front if you want it. You don't have to attach it. There you go. Take a little look-see. And you just sit on the seat, and there you go. And you're off to classes. You can lock it up, sidewalk. It's got big 20-inch wheels, so. Okay. Look at another daughter thing. Let's see if that kid can keep up. I don't think so. Poor little kids. They got diesel power. Yeah, they're driving around the neighborhood. Yeah. Looks like a Florida. It looks like a palm tree in the front yard there. Going around in circles. Let's do this video. Crash Corvette.
Handling pretty decent in mud.
Like on
It's a good way to start. So we're starting off in, I guess, speed number 1 or level 1, whatever they call it. It's not pedal assist because there's no pedals. There. But with the setting at 1, level 1, we're doing 9 miles an hour.
Off-road capability.
And we're on gravel with some mud.
He's shaking up his...
And the tires feel pretty...
Let's zoom ahead here.
Handling pretty decent in mud. It's a good way to start. So we're starting off in, I guess, speed number 1 or level 1, whatever they call it. It's not pedal assist because there's no pedals. But with the setting at 1, level 1, we're doing 9 miles an hour.
Different kind of
and we're on gravel with some mud. And the tires feel pretty good.
Yeah, that's the P1, the P2. Oh my God.
But let's kick up to level 2. All right, that puts in a little bit more power. We're at 15 miles per hour on level 2. So I really wanted to feel what this thing was going to be like.
This is the D1.
With these bigger tires. Feels more like a mountain bike. Get up to level 3.
Do the expando. Anyway.
Level 3 gets us up to 20 miles per hour. Now this, and we are riding on paved road, so you know it's not going to get a whole lot of extra oomph behind it if you're on like a trail or something like that. Brakes are a little squeaky.
He's on the second one, so we're going to take the rear wheel off the first one, put it on the second one. See if we can salvage one working scooter out of 2.
On the road, I've got a little more confidence with this because of the larger tires. Extra beating on the tires feels good too. I like that this has regular handlebars as opposed to...
Which is pretty good. You know, I mean, he likes it, stands up. He's certainly been using it. He's got like 2,500 miles. Yeah, he's got some experience riding that sucker. No seat. But he said, hey, I don't need a seat. I said, I didn't say you needed a seat. Here it is right there. I think it's a VE2. Let me see. No, VE1. Alright. I don't know if there is a VE2. No suspension, just the 16-inch tires is your suspension. But, you're standing here, you got your knees and everything. You're not going to get suspension on a scooter like that. Nope. No. Alright, well this, for some reason or other, this says it's 100%, and that one says it's no percent. Oh, it says 100%. Alright. So what other photographs do we have from our little journey? Something just went crash. I don't know if Marilyn's back yet. Where's that nice Palm Beach picture? There it is. Oh no, that's the... hold on a second, I'm looking for... Oh, there it is right there. Marilyn took that shot. Look how pretty that is. Yeah. And in the background is a launch. Something launch. Yeah. This is before. This is after. This one is yeah. There's a little bird out there. Yeah. A lot of... That's before. Nothing screams louder than a horizon that is like you had too much to drink the night before. Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's do a little work on this. Brighten it up a little bit. Get that. We can set the horizon so that it's horizontal, so it's not like the planet is out. There we go. Now we need to bring this up a little bit because we don't need that much sidewalk. It's just much more interested in the sky. There we go. That looks good. Come over here. Let's increase the black point. Yeah, it gives us a little more contrasty nature. And you don't want, that's too much color. Just about that much. And then for the real fine tuning of colors, we had this, ooh boy. Just like that. And then we can go up and down here. Yeah, ooh. I think that is, need to warm that up a little bit. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's sharpen it just a little tad. See how those palm fronds look a little sharper. There we go. Now look how that looks. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Was, is, was. See the horizontal that's leaning left, and there's now. Yeah. There's something else we can do. Watch this. Little photographic tutorial. We're going to hit the button over here to the left that says clean up. There we go. And preparing to clean up. Let's go full screen on this. There we go. See the cleanup tool over there on the left, bottom left. So now we're going to expando. And you see this, this grass stuff in here? We're just going to paint this and eliminate it. Bam. How about that for a tool? Over here, the same thing. We got some mud and a little, yeah, let's clean that sidewalk up a little bit. That looks all nicer. Gone. There you go, a little trim here. The sidewalk repair is pretty easy, isn't it? Yeah, when you got some little digital tools. That is, oh yeah, look at this. This looks like a place for nastiness to build up. So we'll just eliminate it. Oh, get rid of that little trail. One more time. And we're gonna get rid of that crack. This is amazing, isn't it? Oh, you got a little crack right here. Let's clean that up. A lot easier doing it this way than bringing out the masonry guy. What do you think? Yeah, oh, we got some dirt over here and a little weed growing up. We can get rid of that weed and the dirt. We didn't quite get it all. There we go. Got a crack right here. Seal that up. Yeah, this is pretty amazing, isn't it? Let's try this. We'll just follow the yellow brick road and get rid of this crack. Almost got all of it. Let's go. There we go. Get rid of this right here. Now, how's that for a little? I still have my cleanup tools. Let's just clean that up a little bit more. It takes the surrounding area and kind of blends it. Yeah. I think we need to hit this whole area. And it has a backspace. All right. Let's try it this way. That's better. So now you know, if you don't like the results, you can step backwards and go backwards, backwards, backwards. So if you don't like the result, you can undo. That's probably the right word. Then we're going to redo that. There we go. Yeah, nice. Nice picture. I like it. Let's go up to adjust. And I'm going to look for shadows. And I'm going to brighten up those palm fronds. Watch. Look at that. Yeah, the digital. You know, these digital imagers aren't perfect. So in order for it to get the sky and the water and all that kind of stuff, it underexposes the fronds. So we're going to brighten up those palm fronds because that's what we come to Florida for, to see those fronds. And we'll deepen them up a little bit there, and we'll just do a little fine tuning on the enhance the green. We'll check the warmth and see that's too warm, that's too blue. And we just go back and forth, rock it back and forth until it reminds you how it looked. Bingo. And that is a excellent rendition of that picture that Marilyn took. Saturday at 8 o'clock, just about 8 p.m. You can see the time date stamp there. I can lift up on the image. And it was taken at 7:56 p.m. And it's a 18 megapixel image. 5,600 pixels by 3,200 pixels. That is it's got an outstanding camera on these guys. 756. Yep. And of course we had this whole Iran thing, which everyone's getting all exercised about. So we were standing, let's see, we're There we go. Let's go on the end of the dock here. Bingo. And we're at the Kennedy Space Center. We're actually on Lyle's dock. And I think this is the erection, pardon the word, of the new Mars launch tower. Also with the calipers, you'll see this huge crane, and it's going to be taller than that white building when it gets done. And then over here, there's another launch tower, and yeah, it's exactly 10 miles away. Seems like I took, let's see, here we go. So this is like a wide angle look at 2:38 p.m. There you go. I can do a reverse pinch here, and you can see the different. So this is the big thing in the middle. That's the NASA. That's the NASA. I guess that's one of the. Yeah, there you go. Lift up on it. 235. 24 megapixel picture. Where is that? The Vehicle Assembly Building. So you can look it up. It's a NASA vehicle. There it is. Now the Mars version of that. So here's the Space Center. I'll give you an idea of these different heliport pads, and you can see it on the map. This is when they were building it. Yeah. This is 1963, can you believe it? 73, 83, 93, 03, 23. 50 years ago. Oh my God. Oh God. 297 million pounds of concrete. That's a lot of concrete. Yeah. In pounds. 30,000 cubic yards. There we go. There are 9 cubic yards in a big cement truck, just so you know. Those big cement trucks you try to avoid. So if you wanna do the math, let's do the math. We take 30,000 and divide by 9. That's 3,300 cement trucks. And they're pouring that, constantly. So they'd probably have 40 or 50 cement trucks just doing constant round trips 24 hours a day for a couple of weeks to fill up the giant holes and the masking for this big cement structures. And you know, you can make cement with 10,000 psi cement reinforced, 10,000 pound per square inch cement. Phew, ouch. Okay, let's try. Let's see, find my. Marilyn's supposed to come back here. We're gonna go. Oh, there she is. She's on the road. That's Brennan. Let's find Marilyn. So Marilyn's in Deerfield. There she is. At the H&K in this center. And all bicycles. That must be it. I'm trying to figure out how we can save. Okay, across from Dunkin' Donut. Attack on U.S. Air Base in Kuwait underway. Oh my God. These Iranians are, the Houthis and the whatever, they're like nuts. Trump warned them. You attack any of our people, you know what is going to hit the fan. Attack on the Qatari U.S. base underway. You know, all these big air bases, they're all vulnerable. You know, there's no 100% umbrella, but they do have defensive procedures. So, breaking news. At 12:01. This is 8:12 p.m. Qatar time. Iran confirms missile attack on U.S. base in Qatar. This is world news. Oh boy. Trump is not, I don't think they're all ready for this. They knew this before they went in there. Defense system activated. Here we got, this is the defense systems. The Qataris are looking up from their balconies. And you know, all our satellite technology is focusing on from where these things launch. You know, you go right back to there and, you know, knock out their the launch position. Well, I hate to put it this way, but as long as they're doing it from air positions, no troops on the ground. Whew, God, we don't want escalations. Let's go back to this story right here. Reader view. Iran confirms missile attack on U.S. military base. I mean, these guys are just freaking stupid. between the Israelis and the U.S., we can flatten Iran. And I'm sure they're going to go in there. And if I was the Ayatollah, I'd be... They say he's hiding, but you can guarantee Trump knows exactly where he is. The question is, if he gets knocked off, who's going to replace him? Yep. Ah, boy. Well, the next few days will be interesting. Florida woman shoots a deputy with a gun hidden in her pants as she's being arrested. There are a lot of crazy women that jump the border, too. "13 mind-blowing facts about lightning." Let's go there. I was a lightning fanatic when I was a youngster. Get ready to be amazed as we dive into the 13 astonishing facts. Lightning strikes the earth 8 million times a day. Every single day. More than 100 lightning bolts every second, zapping down somewhere on Earth. Okay. The temperature of lightning can reach 30,000 degrees centigrade. Wow. That's pretty hot. 30,000 degrees Celsius. All right, lightning can strike the same place twice, or hundreds of times, as we can tell with these kind of buildings. The one thing I learned with lightning is if you properly ground those antennas, it will discharge the cloud rather than permitting a strike. But if the top of the tower is not grounded, it'll strike it. It'll melt the top of it at 30,000 degrees centigrade. I imagine so. Thunder is created by lightning, yeah, we know that. It's the crack of thunder. Usually follows, because lightning travels the speed of light, thunder travels the speed of sound. Humans can survive. Look at this. Oh my God, he got struck right in the middle of his head. But not without consequences. Burns, damage, nerve damage, memory loss, personality changed. Yeah. You don't want to get hit by lightning. No. No. Cows. Let's see. Animals can sense lightning before it strikes. Yeah, well, their hair stands up on their back. Yeah. Dogs hide. Cattle's huddle together. Animals can sense the change in air pressure. Electrical charge. Now there's some lightning strikes that you want to avoid. That's called lots of lightning. We lived in Tampa. The lightning in Tampa is powerful. The East Coast, the lightning is, less dramatic. When lightning goes through the air, it creates O3, also known as ozone. Okay. I knew those lightning facts. Except the 30,000 degree thing. All right, what's going on here? Melinda French Gates. I think that's the former wife, maybe. The shift in Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley's political shift to the right. Good idea, folks. You're speed reading this article, right? You're speed reading it with me? Okay. These articles are more headlines than news. Anyway, so we did our first experimental trip to Titusville. We're probably going to do another one. See if we can catch a launch. Someone asked me if we, let's see. Where's Jimmy? Oh, I think I can remember. Let's do this. SPACEXnow.com. Upcoming launch schedules. Welcome to SpaceX Now. Yep. So this one took off 26 hours ago. I'll go ahead and do a print. Oops, sorry, a print screen of that. Someone asked me, did it actually go? The answer is yep. It went off early this morning. right? 26 hours, yeah. But there you go. Yeah, well, we missed it. What's the revenge tax? That's a good question. All right, sports fans. This is a lunchtime edition. Iran State TV now attacking U.S. bases in the Mideast. These guys are suicidal. All right, they're trying to show that they have a little muscle left. On that happy note, we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, 9:02 a.m. Otherwise, have a great Monday. Bye-bye.